Hey everybody. I wanted to record another video because there were other thoughts and emotions that I forgot to express in the last one. Just kind of talking about how I feel about Nate, Jaysin, Strife, whatever you want to call him, however you knew him. The day before I recorded my session, we went to the service, and at the end of it, his mom, who I've only met once or twice, came up to me and told me Nate thought the world of you. He loved you. And there weren't many people that he talked about with his parents individually, but I was one of those people. And it felt really good to hear that. And I told her I appreciated that very much, and she thanked me for coming. And one question that Logan asked everybody, and I'm not sure if just because I went first he forgot to ask it, but it was if Nate was here right now, or what would be something that you would say to him if he were still here. And I guess that's what the point of recording this other video is. I would want to say that thank you for everything you've ever taught me. Thank you for the opportunities you gave me in this business and the doors you opened and the connections you established on my behalf. You taught me so much. You taught me to never stop learning, and I never will. You told me not to give up and not to quit, no matter how bad things got, physically, emotionally. You told me not to care what everybody else thinks. And I remember Donnie told me at my very first training session all the way back in 2012, don't do this because everybody else wants you to do it. Do this because you want to do it. And because of you, amongst other things, I got to live my dream of being a professional wrestler, even if I knew in the back of my mind that it wasn't going to last long because of my disability. You only put me in the ring with people who knew me, knew my disability and my limitations, what I could do and what I couldn't do. You always looked out for me, and you were always a source of inspiration for anybody who was everybody in this area. I think you'd be hard pressed to find anybody who isn't where they are in their career as far as their opportunities or their personal life and other things if it hadn't been for you and your influence on everybody. And I just want to say that I love you and I miss you every single day. And I want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not interacting with you more, especially towards the end when things got bad. I felt that was kind of selfish of me, but I think there's other people who would say the same. They probably say, oh, you can't explain it when something like this happens. But it's different for me because I process emotions and how I interpret how others are feeling very differently. I don't know if it's because of my disability or just how I interpret the world, but and I just want to thank you again for everything you've done for me. And I know you would tell me to be strong right now, and there are times when I just can't, especially since you left. It's been very difficult for me, but I'm going to continue on with my career in this business. I know you would have wanted it that way. I know you would have wanted Magnum to continue, and it will in some form or fashion when we're all ready. You're going to have the best seat in the house when we come back. You had the best seat in the house ever since. You had the best seat in the house at the service and everything we've done since you left us. And I wouldn't be where I am in my career if it weren't for you. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for professional wrestling. I love you. I miss you, and I want to thank you for everything. I loved you like a brother, even if I didn't always say it, even if I didn't always pull you aside and tell you I was grateful for everything you did and appreciative for everything you did. I was. And you were like a brother to me. And now I no longer have that. I have everybody else, but I'd be lying if I told you that it didn't feel like there was something missing and it didn't feel like there was a void now, and that is going to be less fun, but this is all going to continue for you, with you here in spirit. You were the absolute best in the ring in this area compared to everybody. You never got that chance to be on a bigger stage, which a lot of us are still angry about, even when they told me, but you are in a better place where it's easier than this sometimes. And like, your influence will be felt by the fans, the wrestlers, the boys and girls in the locker room, everybody whose lives you impacted and everybody whose lives you've touched. And I didn't really show emotion around you all that much, maybe a few times, but you were always there to console me and always there to tell me everything was going to be okay. And I know everything is going to be okay. It's really hard to process. It's just really hard for me to express emotions sometimes, except in times like this. And I implore everybody who's watching this, our time on this plane of existence is finite. We get one go around, one trip around the sun if we're lucky. So I want you to tell everyone in your life that you love them, coming from someone who doesn't say it or express it a lot, even though I feel it. I may not express it in words, but with my actions and with my support. Just tell everybody you love them. Hug people a little tighter. Shake hands a little longer, because tomorrow is not promised. And once again, thank you for everything. I miss you, and I'm going to miss you, and I don't think I'll ever stop missing you. And we're all here for your support. If you're ever going through anything mentally, emotionally, and you need somebody to talk to, don't hesitate to reach out to a friend, a brother, a family member, a teacher, anybody. You're never alone, even when you're in a arena of a couple hundred people. And again, thank you for everything. I miss you. I love you. And we'll see each other again. And you are the man. Thank you.